Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome to First Commerce Business Studies online classes. Today in this presentation, let us discuss chapter 2 Forms of Business Organization. Chapter 2 Forms of Business Organization. A business entity is an organization that needs fund, labor, machines or inputs to provide goods or services to the customers with an intention of earning profit. But such an organization can take many forms. If one is planning to start a business or is interested in expanding an existing one should take an important decision relates to the form of organization. Based on the advantages and disadvantages, entrepreneur can select the best form of business. There are various forms of business organization. They are sole proprietorship, joint Hindu family business, partnership, cooperative society, and joint stock company. Let us start our discussion with sole proprietorship. See, various forms already we discussed once. So we are begin with this presentation with sole proprietorship form. Sole proprietorship means single ownership, no sharing of profit and loss, one man's capital, unlimited liability, less legal formalities, one man control. According to J.L. Hansen, sole trader is a type of business unit where a person is solely responsible for providing the capital, for bearing the risk of the enterprise, and for the management of business. Sole proprietorship is a popular form of business organization. Sole proprietorship refers to a form of business organization which is owned, managed, and controlled by an individual who is the recipient of all profits and bearer of all risk. See, the word sole means only, and proprietor refers to the owner. See, so, sole proprietor is a one who is the only owner of a business. For example, small scale activities like a retail shop in a locality, beauty parlors, hair salons, etc. Hairdressers, examples like hairdressers, florist, coffee shop, market stall, etc. Sole proprietorship is the most common type of business structure found in India. In fact, all the business that you see around your local grocery shop, the chemist, beauty parlor, saloons are probably sole proprietors. So let us look at some features of sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship in simple word is a one-man business organization. Formation and closure, liability, sole risk bearer, and profit recipient, control, no separate entity, lack of business entity are the main feature of sole proprietorship form of business organization. Let us discuss one by one. The first one is formation and closure of business. See, this type of business organization is formed by the owner himself. Means there is no separate law that governs sole proprietorship. Very few legal formalities are required to start a sole proprietorship, and in some cases one may require a license. Closure of the business can also be done easily. For example, goldsmith or a person running a medical shop should have a license to run this type of business. So formation and closure of sole proprietorship is one of the easiest tasks. The second one is liability. Here, there is no separation between the owner and the business. So, the personal liability of the owner is also unlimited. So, if the business is unable to meet its own debts or liabilities, it will fall upon the proprietor to pay them. For example, He may have to sell his personal asset like car, house, etc. to meet the debts or liabilities. For example, a loan taken by the owner of the sweet shop is solely responsible for the repayment of the loan to the bank. So the owner is personally liable for payment of all debts. Move to third one, that is sole risk bearer and profit recipient. The business owner is only a risk bearer in sole proprietorship. He is the only one investor or in the company. So as a result, he must also bear all the risk, and also he also enjoys all the profits from the business. He does not have to share his profits with any other stakeholders. So he must bear the full risk in exchange for enjoying full profits. Control. The right to run the business and make all the decisions absolutely with the sole proprietor. As all the rights and responsibility lie with the sole proprietor, that is why he controls all the business activities. No one interfere in the business activities of a sole trader. No separate entity is another important feature of sole proprietorship. According to the accounting system, we know that the owner and the business are considered as two separate entities, right? But here, the law does not make any distinction between the sole trader and its business. Here, owner is the only person who performs all the business activities. So, in the eyes of the law, there is no distinction is made between the sole trader and his business. And the sixth one, lack of business activity. Death, imprisonment, insanity, or bankruptcy of the sole proprietor will directly affect the business, or it may cause the shutting down of the business. So it is owned and managed by one person. So therefore, death, insanity, imprisonment of the sole proprietor will have a direct effect on the continuity of the business. Move to discuss merits of sole proprietorship. First one, quick decision making. A sole proprietor has a freedom to make any decision because he is only one leader who controls all the activities of the business. So the decision would be prompt as they don't have to take any permission from others. It is easy for a sale trader to make decisions quickly as he is the sole receiver of all the profits. And the second one is confidentiality of information. Being only the owner of the business, it allows him or her to keep all the business information to be private and confidential. And the third one is direct incentive. Sole proprietor directly has the right to have all profits or benefits of a company. A profit is a reward for bearing risk by the proprietor in its business. Move to the fourth one, sense of accomplishment. He or she can have the personal satisfaction associated with working without any guidance or all alone. So some personal satisfaction involved in working for oneself. Easy formation and closure is one more important merit of sole proprietorship. According to this, an important merit of this form of business is the possibility of entering into business with minimal legal formalities, because there is no separate law that governs sole proprietorship. So, according to the feature of business, sole proprietorship form of organization, formation of sole proprietorship form of business and closure of sole proprietorship form of business is very easy. And next, limitations. There are some limitation. Some sole proprietorship form of business from limitation. Some of the primary limitations are limited resources. Resources of sole proprietor are limited to his savings and borrowings from the relatives, because bank may hesitate or deny giving the loans due to the weak financial position of the business. Lack of resources results in hindrance in the growth of business. That is why business generally remains small. Always, sole proprietorship is comes under small scale sector. Limited life of a business concern, because the life of a business is limited mainly due to the death, insolvency, illness, or illness of a proprietor affects the business, which results in closure of the business. Unlimited liability. The major demerit of sole proprietorship is that the owner has unlimited liability. In some case, personal assets also may goes to the creditors to pay the debts and all. So if the sole owner fails to pay debts due to the failure of business, the creditors would not only claim from business assets but also from his personal assets. That is why a sole trader have unlimited liability. And the fourth one is limited managerial ability. The sole proprietor has to accept all the responsibilities to carry out its business. Sometimes the proprietor has to perform all managerial functions like sales, purchase, marketing, selling, etc. But it is rare to find an individual who excel in all these areas. So limited managerial ability is one of the major drawbacks of sole trader or sole proprietorship form of business organization. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.